That's right. Whitelist stuff starting now. Yay!
Engineers would be a thing.
I say that every single time I play this game.
Mm-hmm.
And Sal knows that.
Yeah.
I think she's getting tired of it.
There's the... No, it gives me something to tease you about. And it's like, you know, if you've been quiet and intense and you're thinking too much, I'll just say, what about those compact blocks then, eh? Compound blocks. Do you think...
Compact, decide.
Compound blocks. Why can't I see any more asteroids?
That's right. Yeah, if it's getting too quiet in the recording and you need some chitter chatter, it's just like, yeah, I know how to set.
I'll get them going.
Yeah, and especially if Minty and I are both here, then you just can't stop us.
Right, I'm just gonna head out into deep space till I find a lump of rock with some magnesium on it, unless anyone knows of any. Oh, there's a bit of rock.
No, I didn't find any on my way over here, actually. That was the one thing that I didn't find. Or not one thing, I guess, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, it is nice to be back in a big, long, thin drilling ship again.
Yeah. Were you feeling... You were feeling out of place in the world until now?
Yeah. I've been having dreams about going and mining asteroids.
Oh, that's you welding things up. I thought maybe the landing gear is spazzing out and I'm going to be kicked in the head in a second.
Well, that could still happen. They're not mutually exclusive.
Oh yes, speed can get quite high now, can't it?
Yeah, it's what, 400 I think you guys decided on?
Yeah. I'm getting ship fuel is critically low. I best just check that actually. Oh, it's hardly dropped at all. I think they just expect me to have more fuel on a ship like this. Alright, I found one of those spiky hedgehog balls of an asteroid. Let's see if there's anything interesting on this.
Of course, I welded up the wrong way around.
What, is it a window?
No, it was an LCD screen. Like, how are you supposed to tell which way's way's up?
With a LCD? I don't know. I think I figured out the trick with the windows now. But I haven't used LCDs enough to have looked for that.
We've got iron, nickel. Looks like gold. Oh no, that might be nickel.
I am looking forward to the new HUD as well.
They're making a new HUD?
Yeah. Have you seen the one that they're basing it on?
Nope.
Okay, let me find it for you. So there was a mod that came out a while ago, and pretty much everybody but us uses it. And Keen said that they were basing their new ones on the concept of this one. And they've already talked to the mod developer, and was very happy because one, he didn't have to maintain it anymore, and two, he thought it should be a part of the main game anyway. So I thought it was kind of cool that they talked with him. But
Yeah.
so we got ruling here. I'll just paste it. Pasting. Here.
Actually,
There, I pasted the link into ruling if you wanted to check it out.
Already opening it up. Oh, that one?
Yeah,
Ooh. But hold on.
very minimalistic.
They add this HUD, but they don't plan on adding the button pedestal? Like, really? Come on. Throw me a bone here.
Who knows? Maybe they will, because we're into
Probably
refining
not.
now. So yeah. So yeah, that's the basic idea. I don't like. I imagine it will be. There might be more modes to it and stuff because you are basically losing all of your on-screen information with that, right? So there might be ways of bringing that up in different ways. Who knows? We'll see. But I do like especially for recording, I would love it to have like a mode like that where it's really minimalistic, but you can still have certain things on your screen, right? Like your health and your oxygen, as maybe even like, being able to turn on and off GPS waypoints when you want to see those, but not have like everything. Because right now it's like the world or nothing. So I like that idea, especially from a recording standpoint.
oh, ice. That's the other thing that's here. Let's make a note of that.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I see what you mean by this guy's obviously American. Oh, I almost made it. So where did you decide that the respawn stuff is going? Or have you?
Sorry, what stuff is going where?
So did you decide where you're putting the cryopod?
Oh yeah, the cryopod. No, I haven't. I'm currently trying to separate both hangar doors so they have their own groups.
Nice. Yeah, that's something I am definitely a stickler for that kind of stuff as soon as I get to using a base, but I'm really bad for forgetting about them until I've done everything, and then it's a real pain figuring out what is what.
Yeah, I have that thing with lights. Oh goodness, I just plunge in all the lights I need,
Yeah,
and then
I do that
afterwards
too.
I figure out, oh no, which one does belong
Which
to
light
which
is
room.
which, yeah. So then I'm turning them all on and off and find them and rename them. Yeah, I do that all the time. This little starter base is really coming along. Need bulletproof glass. And and I will need more than that. Is there anything else in here? No. Okay, so production.
Only thing is, we
Assemblies.
kind of told Boris that he should slow down. And
no, we
now
didn't.
look
We
at
did,
us.
Boris said that he should slow down.
Or maybe,
Well,
and
so-
now we're speeding up without him.
Well, that's for me anyway. This is basically a luxury for this week, because next week I'm gonna be back to work and very, very limited in time. So I'm just kind of enjoying this while I can. But I do need to get into Elite Dangerous soon as well with Bulls and continue our journey because we have a long way to fly still. So that'll help pull me out of here as well. I'm on my way back to the bubble, Mere.
Ooh. I tried playing it again, and pirates are still horrible. I hate them.
Well, you know what? Actually, I had an idea, and I was curious if you'd be interested, because I know you're one of the people that do play Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. I went right down to the med bay. But when I come back to the bubble, kind of my next season, I guess, of that I'm kind of planning out was to kind of make my way to each of the engineers and unlock them. It's kind of like a mission to unlock all of the engineers.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also thinking that what might be really fun, because I am not very good at combat, and I know most people that I play with aren't really that good at combat, and I have been griefed by a guy, at least one pirate, or not. I wouldn't even I'd call him a psychopath because he didn't even ask for my cargo. He just killed me. But this has happened to me a few times, and I keep hearing people talking about, that they're being, don't go here in open because it's being griefed right now by, people. And there's whole groups that have been formed around this kind of activity to just take people down. And so I was kind of curious if it might be fun to kind of gather up the people that we know and put ourselves through combat school together, right? Kind of get together and try and learn how to be better pilots and wing up and then go at, like, when we find out that somebody go onto the forums and find out who is griefing
You
everyone
want
and then
to
seek them out and
form a
grief Reaper.
vigilante group, basically.
That's right. I thought it might be an interesting little thing to try. Like, we'd probably end up all dying. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. We'd be like a bunch of dwarves trying to beat down a giant, so...
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're going to be successful, but I'm saying that I think this might be amusing. And in the end, even if we never end up being able to take down the griefers, we'll probably end up being a lot better combat pilots at the end of it. So you'd be able to hold your own against NPCs and the common person, right?
Sure, I can try, but I still struggle to see myself improving, as I still can't for the life of me figure out how I'm even supposed to see those guys. I mean, I turn around, I try to boost, but they're always never in my sight somehow.
Yeah, no, and it would be more of a, I'd say we'd be learning more, like, what's the word, wing tactics, right? Because we'd be working together, and I think that's how we would end up winning a lot of the battles, if any, would be because we're working together as a group, as opposed to just, solo trying to do everything. So if you're in trouble, right, we'd have, like, I don't know, we work out ways of calling for help or ways of setting up attacks, right? People coming in doing like pincer moves and stuff. I don't know. I just think it'd be fun, but I could be wrong.
It sounds like it's worth a try.
And again, we might fail miserably all the time, but that's not the point. The point was to have fun, and I thought it might be a fun way of having fun, and also, maybe inspire a group of actual really good combat pilots to take this on as well. And help out the community, just like we have the Iridium Wing and we have I mean, even if we end up being just, like the spawning of the group that ends up doing this thing, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking this little patio thing got a little bit too big, but there you go. We got a patio that's mostly safe.
And just with the lights, it turns out I have to relog just to see the text appear on my LCD screen.
Oh man, I do hope that they fix some of those things.
Well, by the time they'll fix it, I probably will already have all the lights and LCD screens I'll ever need.
I'm sure it is not possible to get to the point where you have all of the lights that you ever need.
Not with Boris playing.
Well, my game appears to be frozen.
Oh dear.
Am I still on the server?
Which one do I check for that? F3?
Hold on, I think I'm back.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm back. Thank you, anyway.
I just flipped the assemblers over to disassemble. I'm just putting all of the tools through it.
Oh, this lump of rock looks so interesting and exciting because it was all shiny in the sun. And I think it was just ice. Yeah.
Did you go check out the patio, Mere?
Not yet. I was kind of fiddling around with my LCD screen.
Oh, what are you doing with an LCD screen? Oh, right there. Okay. Oh, and then the button panel. I do like the new button panel model. That's kind of cool.
It is nice, but it's still 4 buttons, for which I usually only need 1.
Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe one day we'll get it.
Can you actually see text on the LCD screen?
Just says online to me.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. You need to relog to actually see what's going on there. I'm going out to the patio now.
Alright, let me know what you think.
Very wide, but nice.
Yeah, I didn't mean for it to end up being that big.
What are you going to do in terms of roofing?
Nothing. I was going to leave it like that.
Oh.
It's a balcony, it's open air.
Yeah. I mean, we could do like a... actually, now that I think about it, we could use those interior pillars and catwalks to kind of just make a little, you know what I mean? Type of
Reminds me, Sal's not here. I can close those hangar doors. You're still yellow.
Oh, jeez, right. I forgot I died. I try not to die, but it happens from time to time.
And with that top thing gone that used to connect those turrets, this here looks a lot more open now. But that kind of only just reminded me that there's something missing over here.
Yeah, this does look a lot more open now. I like it. I think it looks really good, Mir. I like what you did with the little med bay spot. It looks so cool.
Well, it was mostly just Boris's thing, which I kind of, took and ruined.
Well, we've all contributed now. Now he'll come back in and do the same thing, and we'll come back and it'll be all different again.
I'm pretty sure he'll be more vocal about his complaining, though.
Probably.
Thank you for not grinding down my welder.
Yeah, I saw one that was different than the rest and left it.
There were 4 of them, all houses, together in Niddite Lane. Together lived Boris and Anubiz. Anubiz was always sorry about something. Next door came Minty and Nordic, and Minty really annoyed Nordic by calling him a beast all the time. And the next house was noisy, 'cause Apple and Melon always had domestics. But it was the 4th house that the police were interested in, because Power Suit Sal kept Mere in the closet. They all lived together in Niddite Lane, a colourful place to be. They all lived together on Niddite Lane, although together is a little bit subjective. At Boris's and Anubis's, there was a man who could be sometimes mistaken for a hobo smelling of alcohol trying to climb the walls. But it's okay, 'cause it was Anubis's Canadian cousin, drunk Spider-Man, and a little Santa's helper could be seen going house to house. It appeared when someone got tired of almond, they'd just hand them on to the next surrogate parents. They all lived together in Niddite Lane, a colourful place to be. They all lived together on Niddite Lane, although together is a little bit subjective. It seems they pissed off the neighbours, something to do with the Peel P50 dragon children, but that's just Boris. No one questions him, 'cause that's what happens in Niddite Lane.